We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Toronto Blue Jays. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Adam Robinson gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So stepping in, number 35. He'll get us started in this one
Leading
under
off
the
tonight
lights.
For Cleveland, the center fielder, number 35.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season. I mean, that is the epitome of just a beautiful bunt right there, putting it in no man's land, no play to be made, beats it out, puts himself on the base paths, and now he's a stolen base threat.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 0-1 the count. Nobody out, runner on first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in, Sean Jones, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. None out, runners at first and second. In the dirt, goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Richard has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Into the box, Franmil Reyes. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short. Bichette gathers it in. And there's out number 2. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Striding in for the Indians, Josh Donaldson, and the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball just inside. Donaldson is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Lindor stands at second with 2 gone. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
He's set. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Indians 1 and the Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Number 67 is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. but they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
2-0 now. 2-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jonathan Davis will be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So digging in now, Jonathan Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They're hoping to have some things turned around with him leading off. He's hitting under 250 for the season. You think about it, that's basically 1 for 4 every game with some overs mixed in there. It tells you about the inconsistency he's had so far in the batter's box.
Now in the box, Mike Morgan. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First offering on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Ramirez is over to take a look at it. Runners on first with 1 down. Another 0-2 coming. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 7 homers and 30 RBIs. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first and a dive, but he's back. 2 out with the man at first. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now. The 2-1. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. It remains 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jose Ramirez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Jankowski on his horse. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randal Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Jordan Luplow, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kevin Plawecki. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Grichuk has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians leave 1. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, number 13. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First pitch on its way. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Santana, and a step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, number 8.
Stepping up now, number 8, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start, where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Too high, 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Riding in once again, number 35, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
35.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. The 2-0. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the 3rd. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
1 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Morgan trying to get there, and it's fouled away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Sean Jones. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. That's popped up out towards short right field. Number 8 has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Tribe lead this one 1-0. So coming to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
The left fielder, Rendell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Weak roller right side to his right, Santana, and a step on first himself for the out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Up next is Danny Jansen, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average is at 308 entering play. 2 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first, but foul. One and two, here it comes. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Franmil Reyes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Reyes.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now Reyes with a drive, well hit out to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And standing in is the DH, Josh Donaldson. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
No outs, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Splitter, 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
First pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Donaldson at second. Ramirez on at first with nobody out. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And that misses 2-2.
2-2.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Standing in, Jordan Luplow, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Here's the 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Two and two.
Inside, ball 2.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Indians. At the plate, Jonathan Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Nope.
Ball one.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 1-0 home. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Drilled to first. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Plawecki.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Davis is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, number 35.
Digging in once again, number 35. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. So here's Francisco Lindor now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Sean Jones comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, toeing the slab. He's on fire right now.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 2-1 runs a bit inside for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And a full count now, 3-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Lindor over at second. Jones on at first with 2 down. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Number 62 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
For the Blue Jays, number 62.
Jose Ramirez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Fouled away. The set and the 3-1 pitch sent out to straightaway center field. Davis is after it, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Indians forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 3, the Jays nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Striding forward now is the DH, number 13. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Two and one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another chance? Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set and the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The next 1-2 pitch. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for 1 to Santana to get the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Settling in now, number 8. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at bat. 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Reyes. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail in this one 3-0. So now Carlos Santana, a hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Jansen moving to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now batting, Jordan Luplow. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
In now, Kevin Plawecki. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Now the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Indians lead it 3-0. Here's Randall Grichuk. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Striding into the box, Danny Jansen. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he can clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one. Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Travis Jankowski. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
From the belt, the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 49.
Standing in, Jonathan Davis. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Ready with the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Mike Morgan, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Now the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
2-2 the count. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. Ball and a strike. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Jansen on third, Davis on second, Morgan at first, 2 out in the inning. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Luplow on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Blue Jays strand 3. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Number 35 is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Three and 1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here. This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Friend Reyes will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. The Indians on top, 3-0. Stepping into the box, number 13. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's 11. His 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. Belted high in the air out to left. Reyes ranging back, still going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. James Point takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
James Point. The batter, number 8.
Standing in now, number 8, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Point stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Point has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Now the 2-1 pitch doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
1 out, nobody on. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And that whole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So striding in, Rendell Grichuk. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late, or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
That's
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
1 out and a runner on second base. Ready with the 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In now, Danny Jansen, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jays get one back on the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Digging in now, Josh Donaldson. It was a walk in his last trip.
Josh Donaldson.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. But that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know, you hear it all the time that the game, baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. 1-1. Donaldson aboard here at first with nobody out. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Ready with another 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit in the air to left field. Richard on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Digging in, Carlos Santana. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Comes set with the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 8.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box, Jordan Luplow, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Full count now. 3-2. Kevin Plawecki is on deck. Runners are at first and second with one away. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Grounded back up the middle to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One left for the Tribe, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Adam Simber is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 90, Adam Simber.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Travis Jankowski. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Lindor fields it cleanly, and a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Batting, number 49.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Davis. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. One out, nobody on. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Next to bat for Toronto, Mike Morgan. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and we are tied again.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
The batter, number 27.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Still only 1 out in the inning. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Jones backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
Now at the plate, number 13. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The set and the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-0 pitch to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. 9th inning coming up from Rogers Center. We're tied now at 3 apiece. At the plate, Kevin Plawecki, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th.
Kevin Plawecki.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Ready with the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Nope.
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Struck him out.
Now batting, number 35.
Digging in to try it again, number 35. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
The next 0-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Davis waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
The windup and the 1-0. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Morgan has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in and looking for more. Bichette. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. Now the 2-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses here. Ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Stepping in for the Jays, number 8. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Right side. And that is into right field. The base hit.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side. His butt's in the dugout, and he's still able to roll it through for a knock. Pitcher has to be frustrated.
Dan Otero comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Otero.
Now at the plate, Rendell Gritchick. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Swing and a miss for strike one.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
The 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Grounded to short. He's got it. There's one.
That's an out.
On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked
Number
out
9.
perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Danny Jansen, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch, the 1-2 lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Toronto came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 62 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Rogers Center, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.